Sharadbihari is on the
other side, okay. Lotus feet of SriSri Gaurnitai, Shukadev Bhagwan, Prahlad Maharaj is there, I guess, yeah. And to be at the lotus feet of Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra Maharani. And of course to be at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. And to be here with all the devotees from this Harrisburg Yatra, Hariburg Yatra. So tonight we're going to go to Vrindavan without ticket, without visa, and no security check. And first step to get to Vrindavan is to get the mercy of Guru and Vaishnava. Because without mercy of Guru and Vaishnava, we cannot make any advancement in spiritual life. We know that Krishna has told by his own lotus mouth in Bhagavad Gita, Tadvidi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshane te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshana. You know this verse? You should learn a very important verse from 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. To learn the truth, we must approach the wise and bona fide spiritual master and inquire submissively from him and render service. Not just asking questions, but also rendering service. If we're getting knowledge from the spiritual master, then we must render service also. And especially to enter into the field of bhakti, we must have mercy of Vaishnava. As I translated one book, Madhurya Kadambini by Srila Viswanath Chakravarti Thakur, and Viswanath Chakravarti Pad explains that bhakti is only available from the bhakt. Because bhakti lives in the heart of the bhakt. Guru Kripa Bina Nahi Koi Saran Bal Bhajaman Bhajanukshan Guru Kripa Bina Nahi Koi Saran Bal Bhajaman Bhajanukshan Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman 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 Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman मिलता नहीं ऐसी दुर्लभ जन्म ब्रह्मधु चोरा भुवन मिलता नहीं ऐसी दुर्लभ जन्म ब्रह्मधु चोरा भुवन किसी को मिलता है हो भाग्य से हरि भक्तों के दर्शन किसी को मिलता है अहो भाग्य से हरि भक्तों के दर्शन श्री गुरु चरण कमल भजमान श्री गुरु चरण कमल भजमान श्री गुरु चरण कमल भजमान Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman 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 Krishna Kripaki Ananda Murati Dinajana Karuna Nidam Krishna Kripaki Ananda Murati Dinajana Karunani Guru Charana Kamala Bhajama Guru Charana Kamala Bhajama Shruti Smriti Aur Purana Namohe Kinos Basta Praman Shruti Smriti Aur Purana Namohe Kinos Basta Praman Tanamana Jivan Guru Bade Arpan Sri Hari Nama Ratan Tanamana Jivan Guru Bade Arpan Sri Hari Nama Ratan Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajama Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajama. They went to Hawaii. And one day, Govindadasi, our famous Govindadasi who brought us Tulsi worship, she brought home wheat germ. And I don't know if anybody here knows what wheat germ is, because in India when I talk about wheat germ, everybody just looks blank. But the important thing to understand, it's not suji. It's something else. Some other part of the wheat. So Kartikeya thought next time Prabhupada, well actually those days were Swamiji, but next time Swamiji asks for halava, I'm going to make it with the wheat germ instead of with the suji. And Swamiji will be so pleased. So one day it rained. So when it rained, Prabhupada used to like to take halava because it's full of ghee and grain, keeps you nice and warm. So he told Kartikeya, you make some halava. So Kartikeya ran to the kitchen and he was thinking, I'm going to make it with the wheat germ. And Swamiji will be so pleased. He's going to like this like so much, you know. And he was just cooking with this bhav like that. And he took it and he offered it to the Lord. Then he brought a bowl to Srila Prabhupada in his room. Prabhupada took one look. He said, what is this? Halava means suji. With his left hand he said, take it out. Like this. Take it out. Now Kartikeya was very sensitive type of devotee, emotional type of devotee you can say. Bhavabu. He was totally destroyed. His whole bhav was that Swamiji will be so pleased, and Prabhupada left it, take it out. He went into the temple room, he sat in front of the picture of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he began to pray that I was just trying to please your spiritual son, Swamiji. My only desire was to please, he was crying. My only desire was to please him. Somehow he's upset, I don't know what to do. Suddenly he heard Prabhupada's voice. Kartikeya? Kartikeya? So he ran to Prabhupada's room. Prabhupada said, bring that halava. So he brought that halava. With great gusto, Prabhupada ate that halava. And he said, bring more. Then he brought more. Then bring more. Prabhupada finished off the whole pot of halava. So he told me from this he understood two things. One, because he was sitting in front of the picture of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Prabhupada is not alone. We see this whole chain of spiritual masters all the way back to the lotus feet of Krishna. Whole chain of spiritual. They're handing us a rope to take us out of this Kali Yuga. Whole chain of spiritual masters is there. And second thing he understood, Prabhupada always said, grandfather's more merciful than the father. Just like my grandfather, he used to live not so far from here, a little bit far. Later they lived in Silver Spring, but he was in West Virginia. And he had a little, nowadays we would call it convenience store. I don't know what we call it those days. So one side of that store, there was all the chocolates. So myself and all my brothers and sisters, we would always go to that side of the store. Now my father, who had to pay all our dental bills, he was always there, no, 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 no. But Grandpa, from the backside, he was always giving us. So grandfather, he's more merciful than father. So you're more fortunate than us. You have Prabhupada as your grandfather's spiritual master. He will be more merciful to you than to us. So don't think you're unfortunate. You're most fortunate. His grandfather, he will be more merciful to you than to us. So once we get mercy of Guru and Vaishnava, then we want to get mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. So if we're doing Mahaprabhu Vandana, we have a very beautiful song. Sri Hari Kirtan mein Sundara Lala Sachiru Lala Najat Sri Hari Kirtan mein Balle Chandana Tilaka Manohara Alaka Shobhe Kapolana mein Balle Chandana Tilaka Manohara Alaka Shobhe Kapolana Bolo Sundara Mala ye pagole chire sura darshani rale banapula mala ye pagole pairna pita padamara chobe nukura runu charanana me pairna pita padamara chobe nukura runu charananda me bolo sundara Radha Sri Hari Radha Krishna ekatanu hai nirvana maje bansi bajare Radha Krishna ekatanu hai nirvana maje bansi bajare Vissarupa ki Prabhu ji sahi avata pragatai Nariya mein Vissarupa ki Prabhu ji sahi avata pragatai Nariya mein bolo sundara Hari Radha Krishna koi gavat hai Hari Gunagan koi gavat hai Radha Krishna koi gavat hai Hari Gunagan Mridanga tala madhura rasala bajata hai koi rangan mein मृदंग ताला मधुर रसाला बजाता है कोई रंग न दे गुरु सखी दुलारा नाचती हरि कीर्तन में बोलिए Sri Sachinandana Gaura
You take the ladies.
Sundara Lala Sachi Dulala Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he appeared, he was very, very beautiful, Sundar. But he was not Sham Sundar, he was Gaur Sundar. So sometimes Mahaprabhu, because he was playing part of human being, he was not human being, of course he didn't have to, but he was going to the jungle. I think maybe those who are not from India, they don't understand this. But he was going to because in old days we didn't have a bathroom inside the house. So he would go to the jungle. So Gopal would sit with a pot of water, waiting for him to wash his hands. And we know a little boy, he can ask any question without any inhibition, with no shyness. So Gopal, he said, Prabhu, why are you holding your tongue like this? Prabhu, why are you holding your tongue like this? Mahaprabhu said, hey Gopal, I'm going to a very dirty place to do some very dirty business, and his tongue, he's always chanting Hare Krishna, he never stops, so I have to grab him like this. So we know a little boy without any inhibition, without shyness, Bina Charmke, he can ask any question. He said, Prabhu, is samay pran nikalega to kya hoga? If that time you leave your body, then what will happen? If that time you leave your body, then what will happen? And Mahaprabhu said, oh Gopal, you have become my Guru. What did he say? You have become my Guru. From that day he became known as Gopal Guru, one great acharya in our line. In fact, if you come to Vrindavan, I can show you near Bansibad, Gopal Guru Kunj. His little samadhi and his kunj is there in Vrindavan. So, that type of rule and regulation is not there. Time, place, any time, day or night. Just like if you go to Vrindavan, even in the middle of the night, you hear somebody running down the street, Radhe, 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 Radhe. It's 2 o'clock in the morning still. Any time, any place, even that place. Any person, doesn't matter, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, man, woman, children, old person, even foreigner, doesn't matter. Allah comes from. This beautiful Braj Rag, it comes from this song. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Krishna, 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 Jai Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna. Jaya Krishna, Jaya Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Sri Krishna. Jaya Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. Krishna, Jaya Shri Krishna. Chamagori, Nitya Kishori, Pritam Jori, Shri Radhe, Bolo Jai Radhe, Jai Rasika Rasila, Chela Charila, Gunagala Vila, Shri Krishna, Bolo Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna Krishna. Rasa Biharini, Rasa Bisarini, Priya Uradharani, Shri Radhe, Jai Navanavarangi, Navaratrivangi, Shyama Surangi, Shri Krishna, Jai Krishna. Kanapiyari, Ugarujari, Adi Sukumari, Shri Radhe, Jai Radhe, Naina Manohara Muragara, Sundaravadara Bara, Shri Krishna, Jai Shobha Sreni Mohameni, Kokilaveni, Shri Radhe, Jai Radhe, Kirati Vanda Kamini Ganga, Shri Bhagavanta, Shri Krishna, Bolo Jai Krishna. Chandavarani, Kundaradharani, Shobha Sarani, Shri Radhe, Palama Udara, Prabha Abhara, Ati Sukumara, Shri Krishna, Bolo Jai. Hansagamani, Rajataramani, Shira Kamani, Shri Radhe, Rupa Rasala, Nayana Vishala, Paramati Pala, Shri Krishna, Kanchana Veli, Vati Rasaveli, Vati Allaveli, Shri Radhe, Sabasukha Sagara, Sabaguna Agara, Rupa Ujagara, Shri Krishna, Bolo Jai Krishna. Brahmani Brahmya, Taru Tara Tamya, Guna Agamya, Shri Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Damani Vasi, Prabhakati, Radha Shri Krishna, Sakyavadini, Ati Priyavadini, Guru Madani, Shri Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Radha Namini Guna Abhiramini Hari Priya Swamini Shri Radhe Hare 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 Shri Krishna Hare Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe Jai Radhe Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri So this beautiful Braj Bhajan just pulls us straight to Vrindavan. This is actually written by Jai Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Jai Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Jai Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Jai Jai Shyama Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Jai Jai Shyama Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Jai Jai Shyama Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Jai Shyama Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Jai Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Govinda Govinda Gaure Prema Pradharta
Singing for and pray to Lord Nrsimhadev, who has come here from DC. Yash Prabhu came from DC and he serves Lakshmi Nrsimha. And when Virendra Prabhu passed away, the same day they were in Gitanagiri and Mother Jagannath asked them to pray for Virendra Prabhu. So we had attachment with this Nrsimhadev Thakurji from DC, so we requested him to come and give us darshan. So he's here. So please pray to him that he may keep Virendra Prabhu in his lotus feet. So can I request Dina Bandhu Prabhu to lead Nrsimha, please?